Okay. All right, we got the gram up. We got, let's get the Facebook up here. You know, first game, Friday night Knicks. And we're going for 6 in a row. Okay, we got it. We got it, man. Let's start from the top. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday evening. Another edition of KFTV's post-game live presented by DraftKings. CP the franchise on the solo dolo. The Knicks would head down to Disney World looking for win number 6 in a row against a shorthanded, but we know scrappy and tough Orlando Magic team. And that they would be in this game. Because for the first 3.5 quarters, this was probably one of the ugliest games that you would ever see. The Knicks could not muster up too much offense. Only single-digit three-point attempts in that first half. You had a third quarter in which both teams combined for 17 turnovers. But in the end, it was too much Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson. It was too much Josh Hart, the X Factor. And the Knicks defense would come to play to get the Knicks at 6 in a row, man. 108-85. The Knicks cruise in the second half past the Orlando Magic. 6 in a row. Season series over. And another win for the good guys, man. Lock in. Call us up, 657-383-1509. Or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Let's talk about it. Friday night Knicks. Let's go. All right, man. Salute to the family. Salute to everybody tapping in wherever you guys at. Knicks Nation Worldwide. CP the franchise in the building, man. Great to be back on with you guys. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. You guys know what to do, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. I wanted to say it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. But, you know, I kind of had to say, well, it wasn't pretty, but they would break this thing wide open in the second half with these Knicks. And this was a weird game in different levels. Well, for one, shout out to Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, because one thing's for sure, he had it going all night. You know, 26 points, 9 assists for Jalen Brunson, 11 to 21 from the field. He started off as a playmaker. He got into his bag a little bit in the first quarter, but he was playmaking left and right, finding cutting Knicks all over the place. And for some reason, you know, obviously the way the Magic defense play, and they're tough and they're gritty, and Jamal Mosley, he's going to put trust and faith in his players. But time and time again, the Magic would leave Jalen Brunson, would leave their defenders out on an island with Jalen Brunson and pay the price. And so, Brunson was in a rhythm. He was in a groove the entire night. He gave him the full bag, everything that he needed. Footwork on display, cooking Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, whoever it was, this other guy, Trevlin Queen. It really didn't matter. Jalen Brunson was in his bag tonight and absolutely filleted these guys. And for some reason, Jamal Mosley then decided not to send any help, and only decided to put 2 on the ball against Jalen Brunson with like 6 minutes to go in the fourth. But by that time, the Knicks were already on a roll. So Brunson would have himself a good night for his team, leading the way. And then, hey, look who it is. Mr. Everything, right? I called him Mr. Everything. We put the reel out there. Everybody was watching that for my interview with Jake Asman. 23 and 13 for Josh Hart. 7-11 from the field, and 8-10 from the free throw line, two steals, 2 blocks. And I thought he was a big catalyst for getting this team the victory here, especially in the second half and closing the door. So great job by the roommates, combining for 49 points, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. And they had to pick up the slack because, you know, another one of the game stories tonight was Karl Anthony Towns not having the best game 16 points, 8 rebounds, and you look at the stats, he's like, okay, 6 to 10 from the field. He was all right, but picked up a lot of foul trouble early. Towns couldn't really get into a rhythm. The Magic were very physical with him. Give them credit. They fought him tooth and nail for everything. And it was one of those nights, just didn't really seem like he was really ready to battle. And so he couldn't really get into a rhythm and was kind of ineffective in this game. So it was the roommates, man. 49 between Brunson and Hart. I thought Mikal Bridges had a good second half, especially. Picked up a couple of good deflections, leading the Knicks defense, especially in the fourth quarter, and getting a couple buckets himself. 17 points from Mikal Bridges. Mr. Knicks Miss Miracle. 6 of 12 from the floor. 3 assists, 2 steals. So it was the roommates, the Nova Knicks, kind of leading the way there to help seal this thing. Knicks defense stepping up. And let's be honest, man, the Magic offense is woeful. You got to get it. You got to get, they want you in a street fight. They want you to get in the mud with them. And hey, for 3.5 quarters, they were pretty successful because this thing was tight. For that amount of time, this thing was tight. But as I said, Brunson and Hart really busted this thing open. Mikal Bridges chipping in as well. Knicks outscoring the Magic 54-31 in that second half. Really never looked back. And for the Magic, it was pretty much Jalen Suggs or nothing. And he would get into foul trouble, picked up his 5th foul, and was out for a good chunk of that second half. And one thing I did like was the roommates getting the best of Jalen Suggs, man. Because, he's an emotional guy. He's a scrapper. And Brunson and Hart know it. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Anthony Black got into it. Both of those guys would pick up technicals. And Suggs, he plays hard. He plays with a rocket in his back. Borderline dirty. And so I like the fact that the roommates got the upper hand on him. They know how to bait him into doing something stupid. But shout out to Hart and Brunson, man. Good job by the roommates. I thought Precious gave the squad some good minutes off the bench, especially with Towns in foul trouble. 21 minutes from Precious. Gave you 6 points, 6 boards, a steal, a block, a clutch block in the second half as well. So good job by Precious there. McBride kind of struggled with the Magic defense. And one thing with McBride, that he has trouble creating separation in terms of getting to the basket. So if the jumper's not falling, it could be a rough night for him. And I thought that was a good defense by the Magic, really not giving McBride an inch. And so he had a struggle from the field, but still finished with 5 points, 5 rebounds. You saw Landry Shamet get some minutes today. 10 minutes from Landry Shamet, making his Knicks regular, no, not really his Knicks regular season debut. It did get in garbage time, but 7 points. 7 points plus 5 on the night. 10 minutes for Landry Shamet. So he gets in. Tibbs goes 10 deep tonight. Sims did get 1 minute in. So Tibbs really went 9 deep tonight. They got a back-to-back tomorrow. So all in all, a good night at the office, man. Yeah, only 6 minutes for campaign tonight. So we'll see. We're going to see how, this 9-man rotation, if this is what Tibbs is sticking with, we're going to see what happens there. CP the franchise in the building, man. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Knicks getting this win 108-85 despite going 26% from downtown, man. They shot 4 of 15 from downtown. Ugly, ugly game, but that's the type of game that you can expect to play from the Orlando Magic. They just beat the Heat. They beat the Celtics. You got to give them a lot of credit, man. What they were able to do without their top guns is very, very impressive. It's a testament to the coach, and it's a testament to these players just really locking in, man, because they fight you tooth and nail. From Suggs to Black, you have Jonathan Isaac, Scrappy defender. Bataze. Knicks had a lot of trouble with Bataze tonight. Always do. 14 and 10. He had 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 6 and 9 from the field. He's one of the better contracts in the league. So, yeah, Bataze, he was giving Towns that work. Precious. Bataze's tough, man. Oh, it said he came back to win in the last second. Okay, well, they made it go. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Hero did get the buzzer beater. My fault. Miami did beat them. But the point is, they'll fight you to the end. But the Knicks get the second half blowout, man. 54-31. All right, let's get to the phones, man. Hear what the people got to say. Yuri, go ahead and unmute your mic. We got Yuri on the Discord.
Yo, CP. I got another pack for you today.
Yo, let's go.
It's not the Disneyland pack. It's not Disneyland pack. I'm going to call this the Suggs pack.
Yeah.
Because we almost fouled that man out all the way back to them benches. It's a nice little flavor. It's salty. It's flavorful. And guess what? It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. 6 in a row. Hey, we'll take it. But, you know, this Orlando Magic team has really scrapped at this Knicks team all 3 games now this season.
Yeah, no. What really impressed me about the Orlando Magic team was they really had the identity that the Knicks had last year.
Yeah.
They would fight you tooth and nail. They would fight for every single rebound. They would fight literally every single way possible. So, seeing that identity in the Orlando team is kind of friggin' ridiculous. But at the same time, though, I like how the Knicks persevered through it.
Yeah.
We don't need threes to hit to win. We can just put you in a paint, take you to a free throw line, and just win and see if we can make them. Now, they are struggling from the free throw line, which is a big downside.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, this was a really good win for them.
Yeah, big time, man. And you said it, you know, it's just a good kind of an adjustment in terms of who they have been offensively for most of the year. They shoot 26% from downtown. They shoot 70% from the free throw line, but they score 60 points in the paint, and they're able to get it the ski mask way. They had to they had to do it the Orlando way, and they got it.
They definitely got it.
Yeah.
Mikal played 44 minutes. That's Iron Man level.
Yeah.
Right there. And I'm just convinced the more he plays, the more better he gets as time goes on. And that's really good, not just for playoffs, but in general. You want to see that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Great call. And appreciate you calling in, man. You're becoming a regular here on KFTV, man. You kind of like the opener nowadays, man.
I love being here. I love interacting with the Knicks TV. You know, I hope to one day. I'm in New York. I would love to see you, a few other people. You know, probably go to the watch party for the playoffs next year.
Oh, you got to pull up. Well, the next watch party is next Friday, my man. So if you want to pull up, you can come through, man. Knicks versus Thunder, Clinton Hall 36. We're gonna have. We didn't even get the flyer and everything up on the website just yet, but it will be up there. But yeah, man, that's where we're gonna be, man. Clinton Hall 36, Knicks versus Thunder, man.
Definitely see if I could be there, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man.
Hello.
Call back anytime.
Of course.
That's our guy Yuri checking in on the Discord. Throw some fives in the chat for our guy Yuri kicking us off on this Friday night, 108.85. 6 in a row. I had to hit the top shelf for the Scotch tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on holiday vibes. It's still a holiday celebration. So I went with the top shelf with the Scotch tonight. J Rose in the chat. Salute to KFTV. My franchise channel members in the building, man. Salute to you guys. If my franchise channel members are in the chat, go ahead and throw an emoji in the chat and let me know. Let me know that you guys are in here. Shout out to Rambo in the chat. Says salute. Have to go watch Squid Games with wifey. All right, see Rambo multitasking. Hey, she let him have 2.5 hours with the Knicks. He came through. Saluted the squad, but he's going to be replay gang tonight. So shout out to Rambo. TA Cowboy says, oh boy. Shout out to Rambo. You know what I mean? He's holding it down. Salute to Lash. Lash, what's good, man? Salute to Lash. Had Christmas with Lash and the family. Salute to Lash, man. We had a good time. Yeah, Christmas is 12 days, Armand. You better believe it. Still got the Christmas decorations up. Yeah, we going for it, man. Junior Caroma in here. Salute. Steven Gomez. Salute. My Miami crew is in here. Salute to everybody that was holding it down in Orlando, a.k.a. MSG South. If you guys were at the game, go ahead and call us up. We need a stadium report from the Orlando family. They were in there loud and proud. The defense chants, the Let's Go Knicks chants. You could hear it on the MSG audio. The Orlando organist had to try to drown them out because there's only about like 5 Magic fans in there. So shout out to everybody that was repping the orange and blue down there. We were in there heavy, man. Courtside, all over the place. I saw somebody with the New York versus the World snap right behind the Knick bench, a couple rows behind the Knick bench. So KFTV was in there, represented well and represented heavy, man. So shout out to everybody that was down there representing us, man. Salute, salute. Henry says, oh no, Henry, that's not it. But it is blue. I'll give you a hint, Henry. It is blue, man. That is what I'm drinking tonight. STG Nick on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. STG Nick.
What's up, CP?
How you feeling?
Great win. Pretty good. Great win tonight. Another win where it was wasn't pretty, but it was gritty.
It's gritty.
That's how the Magic like to play. And I'm glad that we can, play not only to our style, which this season has kind of been heavy on the offense, but if the other teams want to play physical, we can match that. And I thought tonight we definitely matched that intensity, physicality. Another big thing here is that we won the season series, so that's 3-0. So if things somehow get to a tie, we won the tiebreaker there. And I thought a big point in the game was definitely in that third quarter because he was tied through halftime, was when Suggs picked up the 5th foul. I respect how he plays hard, but some of the fouls he commits are a little silly.
He's not smart. He plays way too emotional, and he's not a smart player. That's the problem with him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I think once they get fully healthy, I mean, obviously he'll be relegated down a little bit, but right now he's being asked to do a lot. But I agree. Just like silly fouls, playing hard, not using his head. But then after that, picked up the 5th foul. I believe we went a 25-7 run, and we kind of blew it open from there. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
For sure, man. For sure. Appreciate the call, man.
Of course. I'll be down in D.C. for the games this weekend. So if anyone's down there, let me know.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be heavy, man. People have already hit me up, said they're going to be down in D.C. as well. So make sure you guys represent well, and I'm sure you will, man.
Of course, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. STG Nick on the Discord. We talked about Josh Hart, who notched a double-double in this game, 23 points, 13 rebounds. Well, here he was on the MSG telecast with his post-game reaction. Here was Josh Hart. Here we go.
Josh, Kenny Albert, and Alan Hahn, thanks for joining us. We were joking during that fourth quarter about the tweet you received about scoring 30 points. We thought you might get there tonight.
What I end up
23, but 10 in the fourth quarter, 13 rebounds. But in all seriousness, what were the keys in the second half for you guys? Suggs picked up that 5th personal, and then it was all Knicks the rest of the way.
Yeah, man. Obviously he's a terrific defender, but he's very aggressive, and sometimes we use that. Oh, thanks, man. How you doing? That aggression, against him and try to get him in actions and get him in foul trouble. So we were able to do that, and then go out there and just execute.
Josh, you hit 1 3 in this game. The team only hit 4. You guys proved that you can win in different ways in the NBA, not just all threes anymore.
Yeah, hopefully that helps ratings, because isn't that why ratings are down, because we shoot too many threes? So, yeah, man, this special thing about this team, we can win games where we don't shoot the ball well, don't shoot many threes. JB can have a bad game, Cat can have a bad game, whoever it is, but we have enough depth and enough, talent to win games.
The roommate show stealing all the ratings, Josh.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, congratulations on the win. Terrific game. Thanks for.
All right, man, that was Josh Hart. Adding a little humor to it. So they can win games without having to shoot threes. I mean, yeah, I guess to a certain extent they all right. But, I mean, let's be honest, man. You played a Magic team that couldn't throw a ball in an ocean. I mean, they were building a brick house. They went in the construction business in the second half. Knicks defense had come to play. But, come on, man. But either way, As we said, getting the 60 points in the paint against a scrappy Orlando team, I thought that was impressive. And the Knicks just getting the job done defensively. Josh Hart really leading the way there, man. So Josh Hart, along with Jalen Brunson, our DraftKings co-players of the game. 23 points, 13 boards for Hart. Couple steals, 2 blocks. Hey, man, he is the Knicks Iron Man, one of the Knicks Iron Man, and Mr. Everything, like I said. What more do you want to see from Josh Hart, man? The guy just gets the job done. But what he said, which was definitely true, is that the Knicks are showing you that they're a deep team. It doesn't have to be Hart, it doesn't have to be Brunson. It doesn't have to be Towns every night. Christmas, it was Mikal Bridges and Hart and the supporting cast, with Brunson and Towns largely watching as spectators. Tonight, it was Brunson, it was Hart, Mikal Bridges in the second half, Knicks defense as a whole. When Karl Anthony Towns, it wasn't his night. I thought OG also had an efficient night. 8 points, 5 boards, but he had his moments in this game, especially early in this game. So, you can get a little bit from everybody. Everybody contribute, bring their brick. And you have yourself a good night. Even Shamet gets in on the action. 7 points for him. Gaming with the Bronx Boys says Josh Hart is the glue guy. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Salute to everybody watching on the gram. Power move. Salute. Is Mitch in the chat on the gram? Did I see Mitch in here? I see a lot of people talking about Mitch on the Instagram side. Let me know if I missed the Block Nest Monster in here. He was on the Knicks bench tonight with the squad. And Tibbs did have some comments about Mitch. I'll get to that. I'll pull it up. We'll find the Tibbs comments on Mitch, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But it seems like, Mitch is making some good progress according to Tibbs. Let's go back to the phone. Say Quizzy. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Say Quizzy.
You, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good. We took a W, man.
Yeah.
We took a W. Josh Hart, man. I'm gonna just tell my kids that's our big man. Like if you just look at his stats and don't show a picture, you would think he's a big man. The way he plays, kids right now need to take notes on Josh Hart, not be Steph Curry. Try to be a Josh Hart to stay in the league, but beautiful game. Well, the third quarter was a little shaky.
17 turnovers combined, man. Oh, my goodness. That was hard to watch.
Terrible. Looking like a high school game out there.
Yeah, it was brutal, man. Brutal.
I was like, this third quarter need to hurry up and get away because it was looking bad. But those steals that Bridges did, that gave us some momentum. And Brunson came in clutch. And then Magic, they out here slapboxing. They fouling left and right. Everything was a call, but I'm.
Oh, did we lose Say Quizzy? Oof. Say Quizzy, are you there? All right, we lost him, man. We lost Say Quizzy on the Disco. We got his points, man. He was happy about tonight's win. How about Josh Hart? 77% accuracy at the rim right now. 52% in the mid-range. 39% from three. He's shooting an all-time career best from three. An all-time career best from the mid-range. And an all-time career best from the rim. 65.4 effective field goal percentage. He's the 97th percentile. He's having a career year. We talk all about Brunson and all about Towns, rightfully so. They deserve it. They deserve the accolades. But Josh Hart right now is having a career year in terms of shooting efficiency. Incredible, man. The guy just does different things every year to wow you. Manny Vega, welcome to the franchise channel memberships. He just joined. Shout out to Manny Vega. Welcome to the family. JJ, crazy impressive, man. Unreal. Oh, and by the way, he's averaging 8 rebounds and 5.4 assists. Did we have the conversation yet about who the most underrated Nick is? That was my pick by a landslide. He's 8th in the NBA in field goal percentage. 8 boards, 5.4 dimes. I think that's also a career high. His career assists is 2.9. He's damn near doubling his career assists. Insane. Insane work by this guy. Wow. Remember in the preseason when he said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what my role is. And by and large, a lot of people knew that was cap. Because if there's ever a guy who could figure it out and adjust on the fly, that's Josh Hart, man. That's another thing. You know, you talk about role players and guys needing time to come to teams to adjust and figure things out. It wasn't always smooth sailing with him. He had, you know, spurts where his shooting wasn't there and in between shots. But by and large, the guy's coming to work every day, putting it on the line, putting his body on the line every day. And it's paying dividends, large dividends for this team. One of the best trades in Knick history. Put that in the books. Cam Hive, remember? Cam Hive. Cam Hive was many moons ago. I blame JD for that. You go to JD for the Cam Hive. He was a president. Put Cam Hive in the rearview mirror and put Cam Hive in the trunk. Forget about him. That's Josh Hart for you, man. Pops the Legend on the Discord. Get on mute your mic. Pops the Legend.
Hey, CP. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. And I guess I'll continue with the Josh Hart celebration.
Let's go.
It is, the man just comes in, clocks out, and gives you humor. Like, imagine just being around that guy. Yeah. It would be something amazing.
And why do you think? I mean, here's another thing. Why do you think all the OG Knicks rock with him so heavy? You know, I interviewed LJ Starks. You remember that after the DiVincenzo game 2? Starks was hugging Josh Hart like he was his son, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he was a proud dad.
Josh Hart is like if you were to take Starks and Oakley.
Yeah. And
combine them into one. That's what you have with Josh Hart.
But you know what?
He thinks he's a big man.
You know what I got to say? I got to throw the skill set of Anthony Mason out there.
Yep.
You know, maybe not in size, but in skill set. Anthony Mason, his ability to be a point forward, to run an offense, to be defensively versatile. You know, Anthony Mason was guarding Keem Olajuwon in the finals, man. That's Josh Hart.
Well, CP, I just want to end it also that I'm a new member, really. I subscribed to you maybe like about a month ago.
Okay.
But I don't know if I look more forward to watching the game or being with you guys on the live. Yeah. It's really nice. So I joined as a member too, because you got to support what you love.
Hey, man.
Throw that out there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. And as you said, you got to support what you love, man. I appreciate that mindset because that is the mindset that we need to have when we support grassroots movements. So we definitely appreciate your support. This is a place where, you know, this is a community behind talking about the team and all of that and the score and all of that. Behind all of this, we have a budding community. You guys are connecting with each other, whether it's in the chat on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, the Discord, in person at our events. Everywhere, everybody's locking in and connecting with each other for a common cause. So that's just what we do, man.
Well, thank you so much for everything you do.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Call back anytime.
Will do.
Pops the Legend on the Discord. Salute to Pops the Legend, man. Salute to Pops. Scotch checking in. I see a lot of R.I.P. Mace in the chat. Yeah, absolutely, man. R.I.P. to Mace. Shout out to his son, Antoine. Stand-up guy. Friend of the program. Shout out to Antoine, man. Humble guy. And yeah, man, shout out to Mace. Did I ever show you guys the picture of me and Mace? Me, Mace, and Clyde at Clyde's Wine and Dine. I got to pull it up from the archives. If I find it while we're on the show, I'll show you guys, man. That's one of my most cherished photos. Me, Mace, and Clyde at Clyde's Wine and Dine, man. Yeah, it was just, and if I remember, it was just a random, I don't even remember what I was going there for. I just went into Clyde's, And I think it was just a random night and the game was on. I may have been meeting people there. Mace was just in there just mixing with the people, man. It wasn't even anything formal or official. Mace was just there. And so I had to salute him, send him his flowers, give him his flowers. And I got a picture with the legends, man. It's nice moment. Said, tweet that, CP. I'll find it. On the next few phone calls. I'll find it somewhere. It's in the archive somewhere. Salute to TA Cowboys in the building. Let's see. Somebody in here. Antoine Lombardo. Shout out to Antoine Lombardo. $5 super chat says, you do a great job, CP. Appreciate you and the team's work. Let's go, Knicks. Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Antoine Lombardo. Is he a franchise channel member? He's a franchise channel member. Tapping in with the squad. 108-85. The Knicks get the W. Let's see who else is on the calls. We'll get to some more calls. And then we will get to our key stats of the night presented by DraftKings. Dan, I saw Dan from New Jersey in the Discord. I don't know if he was just there chilling as a placeholder, but Dan from New Jersey, if you are there, mute your mic. There he is. Yo, my man, I ain't heard from you in months, man. What's the deal? How we feeling, man?
CP, like Sting from WCW, I've been watching from the rafters.
That was my guy, man. That version of Sting, that was my guy. 100%.
Listen, CP. Before you ask, yes, like every Dominican from New Jersey, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who was Cat's cousin. The answer is yes.
Wait, which what was the question? Oh man, what'd you think of the game, man?
The game was, listen, man. As soon as they started calling those fouls, get Jalen Suggs on an NFL field right now, bro.
Yeah.
You need to get him on an NFL field right now.
For real.
As soon as they started calling the fouls, and the Magic didn't have any momentum, nothing was going in for them. You know, our offense caught up. You know, our offense it's deadly when it's on. You know, we were struggling. We didn't hit our threes today, but you know what? We still have dynamic scores that could get it done inside the paint. And I really thought that the defensive intensity lately has been on point. You know, I was really worried at the beginning of the year, but ever since, maybe a little bit before Precious came back, but ever since like Precious came back and Cat's been turning it up, you know, OG's been showing up like usual. I feel like the defensive intensity is finally at a place where I could really start to look at this team and be like, okay, this team is kind of like last year's team, but, you know, just better equipped offensively because Cat is just such a luxury to have a guy that can space the floor like that and can still take you off the dribble and can still go inside the paint. Even though he didn't do his job that well today, he's still a threat. It makes our team so much harder to guard.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's really looking up for us. Yeah,
for sure. And it's allowed the Knicks to be a much better cutting team. That is one of the byproducts of having, you know, a Towns out there and with his spacing ability is that obviously with the paint wide open now, guys can just get in there and do what they do. I mean, Mikal Bridges is one of the best cutters in the league right now. OG Anunoby as well. And how many times you see Towns finding him, Hart finding him on the cuts. It's great to see. Absolutely. Shout out to Dan, a.k.a. Dr. Dan in the building. He said the answer is yes. I didn't even hear the question. I don't know if this is Scotch talking to that. I don't know. Did anybody get the question that he was answered? Did I miss this? You know, I got my hands and my eyes on a lot of different things when I produce the show. Sometimes, you know, I'm human. I'm getting older. Sometimes I might miss something, but I didn't know the question, Dan. Maybe I just wasn't connecting on that one. But anyway, call back anytime. Call back anytime. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up on Free Boy CP the Franchise on the Solo Dolo Friday night Knicks. Knicks get the 108-85 win. 6 games in a row. Season series in the bag. Put these guys in the rearview mirror, thankfully. Because like my guy Dan from New Jersey said, they're playing football out there. And like you said, once Towns caught the bow from Jalen Suggs, which was rightfully called a technical foul, I didn't see why KCP caught a technical on top of that. Did anybody know that? Did anybody see why KCP caught that technical? But either way, it just seemed like after he caught it, the ref started tightening up on the calls. And it seems like right after that, things kind of started to unravel for the Magic, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, back to the key stats of the night. As we mentioned, the story of tonight is the Knicks shooting 54% from the field, despite shooting 26% from downtown. And a woeful 24 from 34 from the charity stripe. They shoot 70% from the charity stripe. However, they are able to win the rebounding battle, despite, guys like Bitadze going off on them. They won the rebounding battle by 12. I thought that was a good thing. 32 defensive rebounds, so holding the Magic off of the offensive glass. And I want to see, I got to go to NBA.com and see how the rebounds were tilted by half, because it seems like in the second half, the Knicks got more defensive rebounds and were able to keep the Magic off the offensive glass. It felt like just by the eye test, the Magic were getting more offensive rebounds in the first half, but I got to go back and take a look at the split. Assists, 18 assists for the Knicks, 20 for the Magic. You had 19 turnovers. 19 turnovers there by the Knicks, 17 for the Magic. Knicks give up 10 points off of those turnovers. Magic give up 24 off of there. So great job by the Knicks defense turning it up on them. 19 Knicks fast break points to 2 for the Magic. And then this was another big one here. Points in the paint. The Knicks would go out there and dominate points in the paint, 60 to 34. For the Magic, they do have Wendell Carter, they do have Bitadze, but the Knicks were able to get their way there. And I thought that was also a big one, man. I thought Jalen Brunson kind of set that tone in the first half, getting into the paint. Josh Hart, obviously, doing what he does. But the Knicks just going relentless in there and getting what they needed to do, getting what they needed to get. Largest lead of the night, 24 for the Knicks to 8 for the Orlando Magic. All right, so that was our key stats of the night. Once again, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. In the season of giving, we're being gifted a ton of sports in this season, man. You got college football, you got basketball, obviously, with the Knicks. Pro football coming up this Sunday. A lot of playoff implications. Not my Giants, not the Jets. We at home. We've been at home. Pro hockey going on almost 24/7. You got something to get in on. And here's your gift for all you new customers. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code KFTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Happy holidays once again from DraftKings. The crown is yours. If you have a problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Remember, always play responsibly. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. This is void in Ontario, so my friends from Canada, you got to come over the border to get in on the action. Your bet must win to receive the award, and bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. So for additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. All right. Just have to pay the bills real quick. Shout out to our friends at DraftKings. Let's load up some more people on the Discord. MF Doom 89. Go ahead and unmute your mic. MF Doom 89.
You got me there, mate?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man? Checking in from Australia.
Back in here, buddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's cracking, man? It's summertime, man. What's going on in the summer down there in Australia, man?
It was 30 degrees today. Pretty fucking nice. Hot, working all day, but hiding in the toilets watching the game when I can.
Okay. All right, good. So 30 degrees. You know, we're on Fahrenheit here in America, man. You're gonna have to translate, man. Where's 30 degrees?
I don't know.
Man?
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's fucking hot.
Hey, it's a family show, MF doing family show, man. Come on, man. He dropped 2 F-bombs on me within a minute. Come on, man. The YouTube algorithm ain't that friendly, man. Come on, slow down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just calling with excitement, really. I mean, at the start of the season, it was looking like we weren't really gelling a great deal, but obviously it takes time to get that chemistry. But, you know, on a game where Cat isn't really hitting his spots and the rest of the teams besides Brunson and Hart just kind of playing their roles, it just shows that we're very capable to have almost any player in our starting 5 have a night and drag us through to a win. It was very exciting.
Yeah. It's good to have that, you know, that level of depth. In the past, it's kind of been like a 2-man race. And now you have literally 4 or 5 guys who can get it done for you on any given night.
Who would you say the best starting 5 is outside of Boston in the league now then?
The best 5? I still got to go with the Knicks.
You have to, yeah?
Yeah. I got to look at it, but I'm still going with the Knicks, man. You know, obviously I like OKC's 5. They deserve respect for leading the way in the West. But I got to put us right up there. Right up there.
Do you think we need to bring someone in for our second to have a real chance this year, or you think we got the team?
Well, I think the best bet is going to be improvement from within. It's hard to see who's going to be kind of that bargain basement acquisition. You never really see it, who they get at the deadline, right? Like, we never saw D Rose. We never saw Cam Reddish. We never saw Josh Hart. Who else did they get at the deadline? Like, OG was a blockbuster, but, you know, in the past, it's kind of been those on the margin deals. And this year, it's looking like that again, where they're about $500,000 away from the second apron. And it's hard to envision them really going over to improve this team.
I guess when Mitch comes back as well, it gives us, I'm guessing he's going to be the backup center.
Yeah.
Behind Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be pretty elite in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that when the Blockness Monster gets back. And I'm trying to find the quotes from Tibbs on Mitch. And here it is. This is Tibbs on Mitchell Robinson saying that he's light and lean and he's worked out extremely hard. Next step is running full speed, then contact, then cleared for practice. So, hey, at least he looks like he's in shape.
We can have an unreal finals run then.
I hope so, man. You know, health is definitely going to be first. Appreciate the call. And consistency, especially on the defensive end. Consistency on the defensive end. That's what we need. So, you know, Mitch has been showing his workout videos, as he usually does. It looks pretty good, man. He's doing his box jumps and things of that nature. Looks like he's getting into form. My man was cursing like a drunken sailor, man. Australia, man. It's summertime down there. He's feeling it, man. Feeling the heat. I mean, I'm the one with the scotch right now. My man cursing like a no tomorrow. Back-to-back F-bombs in 1 minute. Hey, we got to slow down, man. This is a business. This is Post-Game Live presented by DraftKings, but this is a business. We got to slow that down. Let's let him rock because he's calling from the other side of the world, but let's slow that down. And he's called in before. He's not a newbie. Now, if he was a newbie, I would have cut him off a long time ago. But MF Doom, he's calling in from Australia. We rock with our guys from over there. It's summertime. He got a little, loosey-goosey with it. But let's take it easy a little bit, all right? Take it easy. I said, whoa. Yo, man. Wow. Crazy. Just salute to everybody in the chat, man. Call back anytime. But, just take it easy there, man. Take it easy, man. All right, man. CP the franchise on the solo dolo. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. If you guys are new in the chat, man, drop a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Leave me a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out, man. Just a happy Happy Knicks fan. Shout out to Jonathan Katz, Big Tokyo, with an $800 yen super chat. Says the Knicks can win in so many ways. Poor three-point shooting, poor free throw shooting. JB, turn up the D. Josh Hart is the MVG, most valuable glue guy. MV pardon me. He is everywhere. Yeah, absolutely, man. And perfect timing when I was on my guy Jake Asman on ESPN Radio in New York, singing this guy's praises, man. He comes through again. After a great Christmas, brilliant Christmas performance. You know, Hart just knows what this team needs to get them through. And you need that guy like that, man. Everybody needs a glue guy like that. But even still, like, to keep it all the way 100, like, show me the guy around the league who does as much as Josh Hart does and at an above average to elite level. I just gave you the numbers at the rim. 77% at the rim. He's in the 91st percentile. The highest field goal percentage at the rim for a player 6'8" and under. I gave you the corner three. His rebounding. You want to go to let's go to his rebounding. His defensive rebounding per field goal percentage is in the 99th percentile, 17.2%. I gave you his passing, 5.2 assists per game. He's in the 86th percentile in assist percentage. I mean, the guy is just a basketball player. He legitimately can do everything in the game at either an average to elite level. That's a guy who you need on your team. That's a glue guy. So great job by him, man. Shout out to everybody on Team Hashtag New. Who do we have here, man? On the gram, Good NY 2001, Jackie, P1218, salute to you. Who else we got Team Hashtag Do, man? I'm scrolling through on the gram. Salute to everybody tapping in here. Yeah, man, salute to you guys. On the IG side, Facebook, salute. We in here heavy. 11 o'clock on the East Coast. 11 p.m. Eastern time on the East Coast. Headed to it. Yeah, one of the best trades. One of the best Nick trades of all time. We got 2,100 people on the chat on the YouTube side. Shout out my guy James Baker's in here. $5 super chat. Says CP Solo Dolo doing the thing. Happy holidays to you and the KFTV family and fans. Just wanted to show some love. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. This is what we do, man. You know, Solo Dolo, 2 guests, 3 guests, 4 guests, don't matter, man. You're gonna get a show. E Flam, new out of Lambertville, New Jersey. Shout out to you, man. I don't even know where that is. Lambertville. I never even heard of it. Shout out JMoss16. Salute to you. All the Nova guys are glue guys. Yeah, that is true, man. Who else we got? I got Antoine Lombardo. Salute to you. Manny Vega. Welcome to the franchise channel memberships. Sheldon Blackman. Salute. And Pops a Legend. Welcome to the franchise channel members as well. He just joined. KG7 Full says he's watching WrestleMania 1 on a Friday night. Okay. All right. He's in the archives tonight. Hey, whatever you're into, man. I haven't watched that one in ages, I'll tell you that. I have not watched that one. Yep. Somebody in my house? What was that, man? Hello? Yo, Bimmer Chaz. Bimmer Chaz on the Discord. What's good? My man just announced himself. I didn't even go to. Yo, how you feeling, man?
I'm driving home from Orlando.
Okay.
Driving back to Jacksonville.
Okay. Hey, yo, how was the game, man? You in the building. How was the game?
Yeah. MSG South, for real.
Yeah.
It was insane, bro. Drowning out their crowd. Drowning out their piano, man. Let's go Knicks chance while the Knicks are off. While the Knicks are on offense. Defense chance while Orlando is on offense. I think there was a point in the second quarter where Josh went up for some free throws, and the Knicks fans went crazy. Let's go Knicks chance. Let's go Knicks chance. Why they trying to boo?
Yeah.
There was an Orlando fan because we were right behind the basket next to the Knicks bench, but there was an Orlando fan sitting up front.
Yeah.
I think Josh missed like the first free throw, so he turned around, started wagging his finger at us. Man, Josh made the second one, and then we went on a quick little run to end the second quarter.
Yeah.
Man, he sat back down, and then in that fourth quarter, bro, with like 8 minutes left, he got up and left.
Yeah.
He walked out.
I mean,
He walked out.
That's how they do, man. They're not loyal, man. He had enough.
When I first got in there, when I first walked in the building, you know, it was like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You know, I got to make a pit stop. As soon as I get in the building, like, yo, my wife with me, I was like, yo, I got to make a pit stop. So I go in there, and there's a Magic fan behind me with his young kid probably like 5 years old. And I got my Stars jersey on. So the little kid like, Dad, why all these Knicks fans in here? He's like, yeah, all these Knicks fans, son. That just means we got to cheer harder than them.
Good luck.
That ain't help.
Yeah,
that ain't help.
Good luck, man.
Look, I got to my seat, man, and there was a little kid behind me, like 7, 8 years old, with a Knicks jersey on, screaming the whole game.
Nice.
Screaming the whole game. Me and him high-fiving. Mikal getting steals. Josh getting rebounds. Man, the place was lit.
Nice.
Lit, man.
Nice.
Like, MSG style for real. It was my first Knicks game in probably like 5 years. When I lived up in Virginia, I used to go to DC games all the time.
Okay.
I went up to MSG a couple times.
Yeah.
But it's my first one because I was in Japan for like 3 years, then I was in San Diego for 2 years.
Okay. Yeah,
now
military.
I just made it out here to Jacksonville.
Military.
Yeah, Navy.
Yeah. Thanks for your service, man. I figured that when you named all the military hotspots, man. Virginia, Japan, Jacksonville. You named all the military hotspots, man. Thanks for your service.
Thank you, man. Yeah, but MSG South, man, it was great. Great watching the Knicks play. Gritty win. You know, JB was in his bag.
Yes, sir.
Hart, timely plays. Mikal with the steal. Mikal's defense, man.
Yeah.
We was all worried. We were all concerned. But his defense, he stepped it up, man. He's chasing people down, chasing them down, hands active. Him and OG Wingstop, man.
Getting
them
after
12th graders, them 12th graders that we traded for him, you can have every single penny that we gave OG. He can have them.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. I
appreciate you on the solo dolo, man.
Sure. But you know what I don't understand? For some reason, and I don't know if you have any reference because this was your first game in years. For some reason, this game on the retail side, the Magic put the New York tax on this game. Like the ticket prices were triple what an Orlando Magic game would go for.
So I don't know. I haven't been to the game in a while. So this is the first Orlando game I've been to.
Yeah.
So me and the wife, we sat in 101, which is right next to the Knicks bench, right behind the basket.
Okay.
I think I paid like $3 and some change per ticket.
Okay.
We were like 7 rows back, right behind the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in MSG that's probably like a $800-900 per ticket. But I don't know what Orlando usually charges.
Okay. All right, yeah. I mean, behind the basket at MSG, if you were going to see the Magic behind the basket, couple rows back, it's probably about 7-8 retail. If you're going to be right there on the baseline, it's going to cost you probably like $3,000, $2,000-3,000.
Yeah. I wasn't on the baseline.
Yeah.
I wish I was. Because I would have told that Magic fan, sit Joe, down.
All right, man. Well, drive safe, man. Drive safe to Jacksonville and call back anytime, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Let's go Knicks.
Yes, sir. Bimmer Jazz on the Discord. My man's entry was funny as hell. He came in like, yo, I didn't even know. I didn't. He came in unannounced, man. Just opened up the front door like Jazzy Jeff. But shout out to him. He was a good caller, man. Throw some 5s in the chat for him, man. He was hyped. Gave us the full stadium report breakdown. So, shout out to him. Man. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again, man. CP the franchise on the solo dolo. Hey, man, as we talked about with the ticket prices, if you guys are looking for tickets, and especially if you're going to MSG, you know those MSG prices are pricey, go to SeatGeek. Use the SeatGeek app. Use our code KFTV10 for 10% off your tickets, up to $20 off. Hey, a little something, a little savings can go a long way for you, especially if you're going with multiple people, you're going on a date, you're bringing a shorty, you're bringing your family. Hey, the prices can stack up, fellas. Your mental cash register could take a little hit on that night. So use our code KFTV10, 10% off your tickets. When you go on the SeatGeek app, look for the green dots. Those are typically the best seat deals, the best price, the best value for your money. The reds, steer clear of those. Those are probably worse deals. The prices are jacked up, and you can maybe wait if it's a section that you really want to jump in. That is just a word to the wise. Also, salute to our sponsors, Manscaped, the #1 men's grooming tool, both above and below the waist. Go to manscaped.com, use our code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. And if you're in the Orlando area, do me a favor, donate one to my guy Jalen Suggs. You know, Manscaped, they don't make the hair buzzers, but they got enough razors, man, whether it's the Lawnmower 4.0 for your man's down under, or it's the beard hedger kit. He could use one of those, man. My man needs to come on home, get rid of the sunroof, and, you know, just come on home, man. Just come on home. Talk to Derek White and take care of yourself. If it's Jalen Suggs or anybody from his campus watching, 20% off plus free shipping. We will ship to Orlando, expedited. Use code KFTV. Get that man some help. His defense is good. He might as well look good doing it. I mean, boy, oh boy. The guy's rocking a George Jefferson. He's 26 years old. Come on, man. Where's my man from, man? Couldn't be from New York. Couldn't be from New York. If he was from Harlem, he couldn't go home. So wherever he's from, they letting that slide over and over and over again. Yo. But man, you gotta come on home. You too good at basketball to be looking like that, man. Shout out to Tanico Todd. I'm new in the chat. Tanico, salute to you. Yeah. Yeah, you got to take a little shot at the young whippersnapper, man. He tried to take our guy Karl Anthony Towns out, threw a bow at Towns. You know, he's going to hurt somebody out there one of these days, man. Got chippy with Brunson, got chippy with Hart. He scraps. He definitely scraps. But he kind of like toes that line a little bit. Checking in on my underdog picks. Okay, Spider Mitchell is looking good. I hit 2 out of 3 tonight. I'll talk about that. Hit 2 out of 3 on my underdog picks tonight. Fortunately, Jalen Suggs wasn't one of those 3. I would have went 3 for 3. But Jalen Suggs decided to have a much better night than I had planned. But oh well. All right, back to the chat. Back to the callers. Orphius, NYC. Orphius, how you feeling, man?
Hey, CP, how you doing? Been
Good.
a while.
Good, man.
Since like the opening hang outside of MSG.
Yes, man. How you feel?
Been a while. Been meaning to call in for a while. But, man, this game, let's talk about a team that's been maligned for a really long time. They're down stars a lot, but they come out with the metal bats and they run people off the three-point line. And they're scary when they're healthy and they're going to be good for a while. The Magic?
Yeah.
Like, they're playing sloppy, but this is going to be a dogfight of a matchup for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, it was a frustrating game to watch. It was a good fourth quarter, but, like, these are the guys that are going to give us headaches for a long time. You know what I mean? They're looking a lot like, you know, the Knicks from the last few years. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. And this is why, you know, I always look at season series, man. Don't look past these season series, because right now this Magic team, the Knicks beating them, moved to 3 games past them. But most importantly, they win that season series. So you give yourself a little bit of room if you hit a little rough patch, or knock on wood, you have an injury that, you have a little bit of a setback. You don't want this team gaining on you, and the next thing you know, you're looking at game 82 and you're in a dogfight. So put this team in the rearview mirror, because it doesn't seem like they're going away anytime soon. And Paolo should be coming back soon. hey, that Jamal Mosley has his guys clicking on all cylinders right now, and hey, good for them. Good for them, man. They're a scrappy team.
Yeah, it seems like the Knicks, like, that's what the Knicks looked like a few years ago. It'll be interesting to see if Orlando makes some bold moves in the trade market with some of the assets that they have and build around guys like Wagner and Paolo, because, like, it's almost like they're following this formula. They're a tough, gritty defensive team. If they can clean up this foul nonsense, if Suggs can, like, not play like a prize fighter and actually, like, be just physical the way our guys are being physical, like OG is physical and stuff like that, like, it's going to be fun to watch. I'm not going to like watching them, but it's going to be fun to watch for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Appreciate the call. Tap in anytime. You were at Clinton Hall 36 with us, right?
Yeah, we're hanging out
at the bar.
I'm looking at Mrs. card for the math flashcards.
Yes.
Right now, that was a really good night. Appreciate it. Looking forward to do it again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Salute. And yeah, man, salute to the Knicks chick. As he mentioned, he's in the education business. But yeah, man, the math flashcards. For those of you with middle schoolers, if you guys have kids in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, whether in the New York area or not, the Knicks chick has created a incredible system of math flashcards. Courtside Math. Go to courtsidemath.com and get those math flashcards. Especially for you guys in the New York area, your kids are studying for the state exams and things of that nature, the standardized tests. Tap in with the Knicks chick flashcards. They will certainly help you. A good tool to help you get through those exams. Yes, the Josh in the 87. Is there a watch party schedule? You know what? We should just post it, but I don't like putting things too far out in advance because things can always change. Venues can change, things can change. But I will say that the next watch party will be next Friday at Clinton Hall 36, January 3rd. It will be our New Year's kickoff to the new year, and we got several watch party dates in the new year, including January 3rd against OKC in OKC. January 10th against OKC, which will be at the Garden, and both of those will be held at Clinton Hall 36. Clinton Hall 36. So I got to make sure I get the flyer up on the site. I didn't even have time to do it. I want to come on and do the post-game show. But look out for the RSVP link, which will be out. I'll just put it up on Saturday morning. It'll be free to get in all night, just RSVP, just so we make sure that, you know, that we have you in our ecosystem here. And everything is everything, man. We'll have happy hour specials, all of that. DJ Eric L. Beats, KFTV Zone on the 1s and 2s. And there you go. Ice Handsome. Is that the one on 23rd Street? Clinton Hall 36 is on 36th Street. It's on 36th Street, yeah. I think it's 36 between 5th and Madison. But either way, like I said, we'll get you all the details and make sure that you guys have everything you need to be there to represent. We do giveaways after each quarter, so people go home happy. Matter of fact, I ran into a guy at the bagel store on Christmas, and he was at one of the watch parties that we did at 4040. He won a pair of Pumas. We gave away a pair of the RJ Puma Nitros, I believe. And he won it. I ran into him at the bagel spot years later. So you just never know. He was also with us at the Game 4 playoffs, the KFTV takeover, Knicks versus Philly, when we went to Philly and stomped them out, took over the building. Ice Handsome said I went to the wrong one last time. Ice Handsome was watching Nick game at another, because Clinton Hall has multiple locations. So 36, the one closest to Madison Square Garden. Closest to Madison Square Garden. And so, especially when you guys are going to the game and we have watch parties on those dates, come through first. We got happy hour deals. You know, come through for a nice happy hour and then walk over to the Garden. So it's a good deal. All right, I'm going to load up some more on the Discord. I see some people on the phones. Let's show the phones some love. We didn't get to the phones yet tonight. Let's show the phones some love, man. We're going to get to everybody. Let's start with 929. What's your name? Where you calling in from? Hello.
Yeah. Lewis from the BX.
Yo, you sound like you're in a phone booth, my man. Can you fix the handset? Talk a little louder.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Not really. Try to call back on the Discord, man. You've been waiting for a while. You got to call back with a better connection. My fault, man. 774. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
What's going on, CP?
Yes.
Andre calling from the Cape Cod Kid. It's good to be with
The
you.
Cape Cod Kid calling in on the check-in. How you feeling, man? How you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm liking the win streak. Okay, we got a lot of people. I want to see those receipts in terms of what they thought about the Mikal Bridges trade when it happened. Okay? I've been La Costa Nova from day one.
Yeah.
From day one. Okay? And CP, I'm going to get to my point, but there's some talk about possibly bringing Ragu home. We need Ragu back. Okay? But that's a Christmas wish that's going to have to wait for a little while. But I've been hearing some talk. You know what's going on in Minnesota. He's getting his minutes, but you know what I mean? And there's things that have to be worked out. Listen, from day one, I've been saying we need the whole Nova Knicks connection. Okay, so I'm going to get back to – but, look, we saw what Mikal Bridges did on Christmas Day. He's getting comfortable, all right?
Yeah.
This is somebody who's built for the Tibbs leadership. He don't take no days off. He shows up to work every single day. He's going to give you his all, okay? And that's what Tibbs, a true general, a Spartan, is. When Tibbs has that, the sky is the limit. Okay, so I know we got other callers. And here's my point in summation. Orlando Magic are about that life. Jamal Mosley knows his business. This is a team that's built for the future, as other callers have said. They've drafted well, and they're developing. Suggs, Cole Anthony, Apollo, the Wagners, the brothers, okay? And the Knicks went in there, fourth quarter, what happened? Okay, put it in the fifth gear, and they couldn't be caught. It's a quality win against a good team. I'm liking where this team is going. We got Mitchell coming back. I'm holding out hope for Ragu and La Costa Nova, bringing the four families together. And my last point, CP. The Cleveland Cavaliers, quietness is kept, okay? They done stole a little bit of our thunder, okay? We taking it back.
Let's go.
We're going to take it back because CP, we can't see the Boston Celtics in the divisional round. That has to be a conference finals matchup. So we need to get that seed. It has to be a conference finals. And Cleveland Cavaliers, under the capable leadership of Kenny Atkinson, they done stolen a little bit of our thunder. We got to take it back. We got to get the number one seed. Let Cleveland and Boston battle it out in the division round, and we'll be waiting in the conference finals to get down for our crown. CP, I love this show and what you're doing, Knicks Nation. I'll be back with you the next time. Thanks a lot.
My man in Cape Cod, Andre, man, salute to you. Keep holding it down for Knicks Nation up there in the New England area. Shout out to Andre. And as he talks about the Cleveland Cavaliers, open up a can of whoop ass on the Denver Nuggets in Mile High, 139-121. Still 5 minutes to go in the fourth. They might put 150 up on them. And this one's still going. So they're 26-4, are likely going to go to 27-4. Cleveland Cavaliers remaining a regular season darling right now. Ragu can't come back to the Knicks this year. A lot of you guys are like, maybe it's wishful thinking, or maybe it's, I was playing 2K with Little Man earlier. Maybe it's like on a 2K thing. You can't get DiVincenzo back this year. You might not even be able to get him back next year. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to predict. Again, the Knicks are not in a favorable financial condition to even consider bringing him back. So, and like, let's keep it real. Like, if I'm looking at positions that the Knicks need to fill off the bench, I'd like to see him, again, either get a 3-4 hybrid, 4-5 hybrid that can legitimately contribute off the bench. Yeah, you have Precious there, but I think they could use another one. They got enough guards. They got enough shooting. They have way more than enough offense. We got to get stops. I love Ragu. I'd love to see him back. So maybe what we need to do is we're going to need to do an episode kind of breaking down where the Knicks are. I'll bring my guy Yossi back on and shout out my guy Yossi Gosselin, man. He's got a new newsletter out right now. And if I have the link, I'll drop it in the chat. Make sure you guys are supporting him. He's a young content creator on the rise, very sharp mind when it comes to understanding the NBA salary cap. We'll do a full breakdown where the Knicks are and then look at some realistic possibilities from a trade standpoint. I think we need to do that. 144, 126. Cleveland handling business. Okay? All right, back to it, man. 407. What's your name? Where you calling in from? 407.
My name is Henry, and I'm calling from Orlando. How are you, CP?
How you doing, man? Were you at the game tonight, Henry?
No, I went last Sunday.
Okay.
And I flipped my tickets for tonight.
Nice. Hot ticket tonight, man.
Yeah, it was. When I went last Sunday, I was 5 rows behind the bench, and it was 225. And I flipped the same seats for about 1,200. So
Whoa! See what I mean by the New York tax?
Yep.
But what I was saying was that this was retail, that the Magic themselves were pushing a premium on these tickets. But you went out there on the secondary market and got a nice bag, 6 times your money.
Absolutely. So I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
So I like where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is going to push us over the top?
Mm-hmm.
Even Mitch coming back, but he's injury prone. What move can we make to push us over the top? Right now, I don't fear Cleveland. I fear Boston. But if they don't shoot their threes, I like our chances.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I think it's a little dangerous to put Boston as a 3 or nothing type of team, because they can hurt you in a multitude of ways. Number one, they have individual star power, so they can beat you when they're not shooting their threes because they have the superstar talent that can take over games, like a Tatum, like a Jaylen Brown. Their defense is also stout. So I wouldn't necessarily look at them as a, live by the 3, die by the 3 type of team, because they can beat you in a number of ways. For the Knicks, I mean, I would love to see a healthy Mitchell Robinson come through and contribute to this team. They need to fortify their defense, and he would certainly help. He would help get more offensive rebounds on a night where they're not able to make their shots and get them second chance opportunities. That was one of the ways the Knicks were so good over the Tibbs years, the previous 4 Tibbs years, was because we had a guy like Mitchell Robinson that can kind of be your safety net if you're having a bad night at the office. So I think Mitch, on top of the team improving internally defensively, their 3-point defense, their point of attack defense, I think that could be it. Keep it real. I really do think that could be it. Additionally, I would like to see them get maybe another wing type of defender. Again, it's easier said than done. But when you talk about, what does this team need to kind of turn the corner, I think they could use another defender to help on the perimeter for sure.
Okay. But I feel that we need a forward or a center.
Yeah.
I think we have enough wings to get us through.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you say forward, I mean, that could be a wing. That could be someone who, just like who the Knicks have. Someone like a Mikal Bridges or an OG who can guard multiple positions. It's a versatile position this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, I appreciate your feedback. This is my first time, long time. Keep doing what you do.
Appreciate it.
And I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to you soon, man.
Call back anytime, man. Henry checking in from Orlando. Appreciate it. Henry got the bag. Merry Christmas to Henry. my man made the ill flip on his Knick tickets on SeatGeek. Use code KFTV to sell his tickets to. Shout out to Henry, man. But yeah, that's what I mean. That was a pretty penny on those tickets, man. Presidents International on the Instagram says, as a Knicks fan, I'm not happy about this win tonight because Magic played last night. Second half, they just got tired. It is what it is, man. Take the win and run with it. Magic played. They came with their effort. They played hard. And yeah, they fizzled out at the end. Hey, just take the win and keep it pushing, man. Tomorrow, the Knicks are going to be on the second night of a back-to-back against the Washington Wizards. Do you expect the Wizards to win that game because of the Knicks? I mean, listen, you just play who's in front of you. You win the game, you move on to tomorrow. Because what the Magic have shown is that for all three matchups, they've been a tough opponent for the Knicks. So it doesn't matter whether they played back the previous night or what. They're going to be there and fight almost to the end. Looking up these stats here. 12, second half. 20. There it is. So maybe to that guy's point on Instagram, I was talking about earlier about the rebounding splits and wondering how that shook out for the Knicks. In the first half, they had 12 defensive rebounds. In the second half, they had 20. And that's what I mean. It just seemed like Orlando was able to get the best of them in that regard in the first half, and the Knicks were able to take advantage. There it is. Orlando had 8 offensive rebounds in the first half, and the Knicks were able to hold them to 3 offensive rebounds in the second half. So good rebounding certainly got it done for them as well. World Media Peralta, yeah, man. If you're at the game tomorrow, the Wizards game, yeah. If you got good pictures, send it over, man. If you want to collab on IG, or tag KFTV on Instagram, KnicksFanTV on Instagram. By all means, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. 717, what's your name? Where you calling in from?
Peace and blessings is the one and only Handsome, Ice Handsome.
Ice Handsome in the building, a.k.a. I went to the wrong watch party. What's good?
That part, but we back. It's going on again. Hey, man, is there a Hart in the house tonight? Stand up. Facts, Hart turned all the way up, man.
Yeah, he did.
I was loving that. Facts. And then I said the other day, too, that I asked you about OG hitting the All-Star wave and all that, and then I had to ask you that on the other show and all that too.
Right.
That's how I really be.
Right.
Word.
Right.
Yeah, it's up, man. We just smoked some. That Magic pack is on deck.
I can tell, man. All right, man. Well, appreciate the call, man. We'll let you get back to the cipher. And call back anytime, man. Call back anytime. Ice Handsome on the check-in. My man was wheezing. That loud had him choked up, man. He was literally smoking on a pack. Shout out to Ice Handsome, man. Get it how you live. You don't get it how you live. Get it how you live, man. Shout out to Ice Handsome. Keenan Horace said, "Do be flying." Yeah. Let you get back to it. Get back to the rotation, man. Shout out Ice Handsome. He's at the wrong watch party. Hey, he's living the life. He's smoking on Suggs back. Hey, it's Friday night. It's Friday night. Get it how you live, man. You know? Get it how you live. Yes, sir. Oh, man. I'm taking a look at my Underdog. Shout out to Underdog. Taking a look at my Underdog picks for the night. So on Underdog Fantasy, on Underdog, like I said, you pick between 2 to 8 players. You choose whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on a given stat. They have a ton of stats you can choose from. So on Underdog, I've been playing like these 3-pick tickets. So last 2 out of 3 I've won. Christmas Day, I went 1 out of the 3. Tonight, I'm going to end up going 2 out of the 3. In tonight's ticket, I went with Jalen Suggs with lower than 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Like, he's such an inconsistent chucker that I was not confident that he was going to hit this number. He went well under this number in the last matchup against the Knicks and only went higher than 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 1 out of his last 5 games, and that was in the previous night against the Miami Heat. He ended up starting the game off scoring the first 11 points for the Orlando Magic. And so that kind of set him off on a hot start, on top of the fact that the Magic just have nobody to go to generate any type of offense. So, you live and die with his chucks, and he was on point tonight. He had 34 points, rebounds, and assists for the Magic. So I didn't get that one. In the same game, I went with the hot hand. I went with Mikal Bridges with higher than 16 and a half points. He ended up with 17. He just got it near the end of the game. He did get it with the 17, so I got that one. Another one I was high on was Donovan Mitchell in Denver. We talked about how woeful the Denver Nuggets defense is. Both of those teams running at a high pace, so this was going to be a heavy possession game. You know, a volume possession game in which I figured was going to play into the Spiders' hands. And as we see, the Cavaliers in smooth control over this. I went higher than 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Donovan Mitchell, and he finished with 39. No, he didn't finish. He's not done yet, unless he's out of the game, which, yeah, the game's over, 149, 135. So he finished with 39 points, rebounds, and assists in this one. So ended up with 2 out of the 3 picks to get some money there on Underdog Fantasy. So there it is, man. That's my Underdog ticket for the night. And for you guys at home, play to win, but play responsibly, man. You can go to Underdog Fantasy, use our code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So shout out to our sponsors at Underdog Fantasy. Okay, let's wrap up tonight. OS Jedi on the Discord. OS Jedi, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, how's it going, TP?
Good, man. How you feeling, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Excuse me, sorry, I'm getting over a cold.
Okay. No
so, over
better.
the past 6 games, we've seen what an offensive juggernaut the New York Knicks can be. Even if 2 players get cold, for example, if Cat has an off night, you know that Brunson's to pick up the slack. If Brunson can't pick up the slack, Bridges is going to pick up the slack. And it just goes like that down the entire team at this point. And I think it's getting better when Mitch Robinson comes back, because Josh Hart most likely moves to the bench, creates more offense on the bench, and we are going to really see a competent team. We're going to see a team that in the paint, Mitch Robinson's going to control it. He's one of the best centers in the league. And that's all I really have. I was just wondering your thoughts on that were.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's just hard to predict what you're gonna get when he does come back, because he's been out for so long. Is he gonna be? He's got to ramp up into game shape. How's he gonna be moving out there? Multiple surgeries on his lower extremities. How does he feel? What role is he gonna play?
That's a complete worry, and team chemistry, which is another thing we're gonna have to worry about.
Yeah, so honestly, I just want to see them bring him in slowly, situationally at first, and I just want to see that come April, when they go into war, that he's going to be ready 100%, and then we go from there. And then matchups are going to dictate how and where they play him. Against Boston has a way of playing him off the court. That might not be the matchup where you're going to have Mitchell Robinson playing over 20 minutes a night. Against Cleveland, maybe you will. But, I think there's a lot of steps we have to see. We got to see the chemistry, especially on the defensive end, with him and Karl Anthony Towns. Offensively, how do they look with Mitchell Robinson now? The spacing gets a little bit tighter. How does that look with the 2 of them out there? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much excited to see what happens there. I hope that, he doesn't get traded or anything by the trade deadline. I don't think so, but anything is possible. And then, we just go from there, man. But to make no mistake, I think him coming back is going to be a very good thing for this team. No, don't start. No. Yeah, I don't see him starting. I was just reacting to a comment in the chat. I definitely don't see him starting for sure. He's coming off the bench. Mitch is coming off the bench. Yeah. All right, man. Stay up with us, man. Appreciate the call.
All right. Thank you.
OS Jedi on the Discord. Look, they didn't trade for Karl Anthony Towns to put him at the 4 full time, starting and closing. No, you didn't do that. They got Karl Anthony Towns to create the advantages on the offensive side of things to be dangerous. Then, when you got to go to him situationally, we got to get a stop. We need boards. Get out there and slow this team down, slow down their rhythm, slow the tempo up, quell the momentum a little bit, get a stop. Put Mitch out there. Put him out there. So, as we said, we gave you the Tibbs quote. Starting to pick up steam. Now he's got to start running full court, running with full pressure. And then we'll take it from there. What's LeBron talking about? LeBron. Okay, LeBron's playing Madden and deciding to share his Madden experience. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. See what else we got here in the interwebs. Okay, we got Najee Marshall and Yusuf Nurkic getting some static. We're just going around the league looking at the theatrics. What's going on around the league right now? Okay, so we got Najee Marshall throwing threw a punch at Yusuf Nurkic. Did he land? Usually these guys don't land. Here we go. Did he? Oof. Nah, he didn't land, of course. Look at Kyrie's face. Kyrie was stunned. What was Kyrie doing right there? All right. There we go. So that was going on around the league. That was Dallas and Phoenix. Little theatrics there. Nothing to see. Let's see another angle. See if anything else really popped off. Hey, wait a minute. Hang on there. Hang on there, man. Let's see what's going on here. Let's play the audio. Let's get some audio here. It's Friday night, man. Let's get to the theatrics. Knicks won 108-85. Game's over. Here we go.
Against Gafford.
Oh!
Najee Marshall.
Wow.
And Yusuf Nurkic. There probably are going to be ejections. There might be a suspension moving forward.
Wow. Nurkic connected with a little open hand slap. Kind of brushed him back. Hang on Instagram. I know y'all probably like, I can't see. Hang on. Let me set it up for Instagram to see. Let's take a look at this, man. Started from here. Okay, well, let's see, rewind. So Nurk with the right hand face palm slap. Pushed his wig back a little bit. Okay. Yeah. That'll definitely get his attention. You got Daniel Gafford on the floor. I don't know how he got there. He's standing up there watching. Okay. Now, Najee Marshall did swing. Okay, it looked like he might have connected. I need a zoom-in angle. Cameraman did not do a good job here. He got one angle. He got the up close with Nurkic, but I couldn't see the rest, if Najee Marshall connected or not. But it looked like he did. Nurkic did fall back. I don't know if that was momentum or what. Nurkic did fall back. He staggered him a little bit. And here come the benches. Here come the coaches. And that was that. Okay. So that's a 24 edition of an NBA brawl. You might get a little, might get one in. And then it's getting broken up quick. Tatted Up Darcy said this slap was on call for. Yeah, what happened? What happened there? But yeah, man. Yeah, there's going to be suspensions there. Nurkic with an open hand. Yeah, what the five fingers say to the face. Slapped him. Kyrie was stunned. He said, my man, I didn't know you was like that. Kyrie said, I was not familiar with your game. All right. Okay. So that's what was going on in the around the association. You had Mike Brown. Mike Brown gets fired, man. How about that? Mike Brown gets fired. And somebody was asking what my reaction to that was. Not really surprised. When you're hearing all of these rumors around De'Aaron Fox and his unhappiness and all of that, and not signing the contract, he wants to win. The first domino to fall when a team is in limbo like that and going nowhere fast. Coach, see you later. And what a difference 2 years makes. Team makes the playoffs in the 21 season. Oh, Chrissy has been an assistant since the 21 season. But that's when they made the playoffs, though. Right? No. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they made it. He was coach of the year. 22-23, leading the Kings to a number 1 seed. 2 years later, he's packing his bags. Happens that quickly in the NBA, man. Coach is the first domino to fall. But at the end of the day, let's be real. The Sacramento Kings, they just stink. No coach is getting that roster out of where they are, man. Fox is all right, but he's not a 1A guy. Sabonis is definitely not a 1A guy. And DeRozan was never going to change their fortunes. DeRozan is just DeRozan. If DeRozan was a winner, he would have won already. He's just a guy. Keegan Murray never got them or never turned into the preeminent or the premier 3-and-D wing that they wanted him to. And so they're just okay. And in the West, that's not good enough. You know, it's just not good enough. They don't play defense. They have no defenders, and they have nobody that puts fear in you. So that along with firing Mike Brown, they need to blow it up. Trade Fox, trade Sabonis, and start over. That's just how it is. You know, they tried. Like, the Halliburton for Sabonis trade, that was a good trade. It fit what both teams needed in terms of the Pacers and the Kings. It's just not good enough. They're just not good enough. And so the coach is going to be the fall guy first. Unfortunately. And then they go from there. He said, don't agree. Sainis is just a guy. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about DeRozan? Who are you talking about? They said Mike Malone blasted the Kings front office for firing Mike Brown. That's why they're the Kings, man. Ari from Taiwan said, dim the beam. Yeah, they're decent, but they're not a championship caliber team, man. And they're just going to be stuck. Yeah. Sabonis is good more than just a guy. All right, show me. He will soon be on his 4th NBA team. You can guarantee that. He's all right. But the way he defends, he don't play championship caliber defense, so what's the difference? They don't play defense. The team is mid. So salute to Kyle. It's a mid team. And so, yeah, like I said, man, coach is always going to be the first fall guy. That's just how it goes in the sport. Whether he deserved it or not, you be the judge. But there's no coach that's going to help that team. They're just not that good enough. Rest in peace to Brian Gumbel, man. Rest in peace to Brian Gumbel. I mean, Greg Gumbel. I'm bugging. Greg Gumbel, his brother. I'm bugging. Rest in peace to Greg Gumbel, man. An absolute broadcasting legend. Yeah, Greg Gumbel passed, man. Losing all of our legends, man. Greg Gumbel. You know, he's obviously his claim to fame is with CBS Sports, voice of college basketball, NFL on CBS, everything. He's you know, these guys, they don't make these guys with the versatility and the range that a Greg Gumbel has. He could give you analysts, he could give you play-by-play, he could give you studio hosts. These were classic broadcasters. And Greg Gumbel, close to home, started with MSG Networks covering the Knicks. As well as was one of the original hosts on WFAN here in New York. So yeah, R.I.P., man. R.I.P. Legends right before the new year. Greg Gumbel. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to him. Lost, Brendan Brown. I mean, a lot of guys in the basketball family, man, this year. So, unfortunate. Condolences to the Gumbel family. And you got to thank him for his contributions to all sports that he covered and laying the groundwork. He was a trailblazer. So rest in peace to Greg Gumbel, man. I think we could wrap the show up on that note. All right? All right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Great show. Hey, we back at it tomorrow. Usually on these back-to-backs, I try to keep the first one short. And we went. This is a double header for KFTV because we had our guy Chris Gotti on earlier today. Shout out to Chris Gotti, the commissioner of the Clash Pro League, co-founder of Murder Inc. fame. Shout out to him, man. We had a good conversation on the start of the CPL, as well as just overall business and entrepreneurship gems. You know, I try to do that, especially on this show, man. I as much as we love talking about the team, I like to tell you this is bigger than the team, it's more than the team, and as this platform continues to grow, I like to speak to high achievers and people who can help us, can help you on the other end, as well as me, you know, get to the next level. So I like to have people like that on. And he's a New Yorker. We talked about classic Rucker Park stories. He grew up a Knicks fan. He talked about idolizing Bernard King, friends with the Brunson family. So, you know, Chris Gotti, cut from that New York cloth, the New York basketball family. And, you know, we were able to touch on some entrepreneurship gems as well. So hopefully you guys can take something away from that and apply that to your own journey. Anyway, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to our sponsors. Salute to our producers. Let me make sure that CV Renaissance, salute to you on the Instagram side. Warren RG, salute to you as well. Let me make sure that I have all of the super chats captured so I don't forget. I know I forget sometimes. So make sure, keep me honest too, man. If I do forget, just send me a reminder in the chat. Jano Torre, $5 super chat franchise channel member, says, asking for your wisdom, CP. What else or players do we needed for a championship this season? I kind of answered that on the call. And as I said, a 4-5 hybrid, a healthy Mitchell Robinson, or another wing will certainly go a long way. So that's my answer there. Appreciate the support. Shout out Tuckboat Taylor. Welcome to the franchise channel memberships. Also, remember that this show's available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. We're on all podcast platforms. Like, share, and subscribe. People, we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, so we need your help in doing so. Drop a link to this on Twitter. Drop a link to this on Facebook. Drop a link to this in your group chats. Let them know the number one show for the fans by the fans is on and popping. If you see a Nick fan out there with Nick gear, memorabilia, let them know about the number one show for the fans by the fans. If they're not a watcher of KnicksFanTV, they need to be. And let them know the franchise sent you, man. Shout out to the replay gang. We out of here. Peace.